You're looking at Vespula vulgaris, the most aggressive species of yellow jacket wasps now infesting the Lake Tahoe Basin. 3 dry seasons have kept a record number of egg-laying queens alive. And with no natural predators but the weather, the yellow jackets have multiplied at an alarming rate.
We did some surveillance last year at the first of the season and then some surveillance this year at the first of the season and found that there's about 10 times more queens out there when the season started.
We put on full protective gear and joined up with El Dorado County vector control officers who are trying to fight the yellow jackets. They help residents set up traps so people can eat outside without being threatened.
It's just unpleasant. You cannot eat. They're just swarming all over your plate, and they're kind of aggressive.
You may think that yellow jacket nests are easy to find, but that's not really true. They're often in very subtle places, like under logs or in rodent holes. In fact, yesterday, a 5-year-old boy was stung 8 times when he stepped on this piece of bark. It has a nest underneath it. Now, I'm going to be brave, or stupid as the case may be, and open it up so we can all take a look at it. Let's give it a try. This is a pretty big one, with as many as 20 queens inside.
They sting me when they were attacking me on me. I keep brushing them off of me, and they still keep coming on me.
5-year-old Jake Reeves was lucky. He didn't have a severe reaction to the stings. His mom called vector control to spray and uproot the nest.
This nest here probably has around 1,500 to 2,000.
4 hours after the spraying, the 2,000 or so yellow jackets will die. But experts here say there's really only one thing that will wipe out most of these insects, and that's a cold and very long winter. In South Lake Tahoe, Keith Oppenheim, KOVR 13 News.
And an emergency room doctor in South Lake Tahoe tells us that the number of serious yellow jacket stings has tripled in the last year alone. So be careful if you go to the South Lake Tahoe area. It's ruined some camping trips up there.
Some people are allergic too. That's like a bad movie, the birds. Now we have the bees.
Lake Tahoe's blue waters and sandy beaches attract almost 3 million visitors a year. That tourism supports over 500 businesses on the South Shore alone. But now there's a new swarm of trouble that could take a big bite out of this lucrative resort business. Swarms of yellow jackets are taking over recreation areas and chasing visitors away. Entomologists say the swarms are 10 times thicker this year than last year, and many blame the mild winter.
We didn't have any real snow on the ground till late November. The ground wasn't even frozen in November. And then as early as March, we started getting rainstorms and the ground thawed again. And it's my feeling that that enhanced the survival of the queens, which is why we had such a problem this year.
Bissell's group is responding by destroying as many individual nests as possible. But because each nest contains 10 to 20 queens, which can produce nests of their own, the insecticide is only putting a small dent in the pest population.
I talked to some people just yesterday that said they tried to go down to Emerald Bay and have lunch, and they picked up their picnic basket as soon as they got there and turned around and left because there were so many yellow jackets on their sandwiches.
Bissell says a long, cold winter may take care of the problem by killing off the queens. But if temperatures stay warm, it won't be businesses that you'll hear buzzing in Tahoe this spring. On the South Shore, I'm Kimberly Marquez for the 10 o'clock news.